Okay, guys, I am back from Costco with my Costco haul. I did not find everything that I was looking for, but for the most part I did. The other things I will just have to get at the grocery store. I have to go to Wally World next week, and actually I don't need those. Well, some of those things I don't need until next week, but I do have to make a Wally run. So what I wasn't able to get at Costco, I figured I can just get at Wally's. So I did go ahead at Costco and buy the pasta, the spaghetti, because that's what I'm taking for the homeless feeding. And then I also went ahead and bought the spaghetti sauce. So, and I have some diced tomatoes, and I'll just need to pick up, a can of tomato paste. Actually, I may have a can of tomato paste in there in the pantry. So if that's the case, I won't need anything for the spaghetti except for my bell peppers. So since I have to go to Walmart to get my veggies for the Christmas dinner, I can pick up those things then. I did go ahead and get some avocados because I have been doing just like a 21-day fast, just a time of consecration. I know we usually do that in January, but I wanted to do in December, praying about some things and putting some things before God even before the first of the year. So I can add avocados back in because I used to have it on toast, and one of the things I wasn't eating, I was doing mostly kind of like a Daniel fast, so I wasn't doing bread. And then I bought some more. I didn't get more strawberries because I just bought strawberries like 3 times in a row. So I bought some more of these little cuties, these little mandarins. I like these things. When I had COVID, man, these things were so great for me. I went ahead and got my eggs, for my baked goods because I'm going to be doing homemade rolls. I'm going to be baking, I don't need the eggs for the cookies that I make. And I'm just going to do a sweet potato pie because it's just me here. I'm going to do a sweet potato pie, and I'm going to do the butter pecan pound cake. And once I get ready to do that, I'll share that with you when I'm doing. So I have my brown eggs for most of my baking things. I can use the white eggs for my rolls. That's fine. And since I went to Costco, one of the things that I realized they just didn't have and they weren't going to get in, even though they told me it would be in closer to Christmas, was those wonderful smoked turkeys that they have. But I think what's happening is they're only carrying those at Thanksgiving. So next year I have to remember, if I want it, I need to get 2, or because I wasn't here this Thanksgiving, I wasn't able to get one. So I can get one next year and split it. It's already cooked, but it's wonderful. So I can split that in half, and then I'll have, for Christmas if I do the same thing. But I usually don't have the same thing for Christmas if I cook Thanksgiving. But I did get the brisket. I went ahead and got that. I got more pecans because I need pecans for the cookies, and I need pecans for that cake. And I just have maybe a little more than half a bag, and I think I'm going to use most of that for the baking that I'm going to be doing, and that means that I'll be out. So I went ahead and bought another bag of the pecans. And for the spaghetti, I'm going to do I wanted to do like the ground meat, which is what I was going to go to. One of the things that I need to pick up at Wally's. However, I thought, what? I'm not going to, do the whole thing with the ground meat. I bought these meatballs, the Italian style meatballs from Costco. So I'm just going to season these and add this into all of my other season. I have the Italian season that I bought back when I went to, it's Mediterranean season that I bought when I was in Greece. And I love to put that on like my white potatoes and oven roast them in the oven. It is so good. So I'm just going to season these with that, some other seasonings that I have in the seasoning drawer, and I'm going to cook these in that and then add that to the spaghetti instead of, having to do the whole ground beef thing. And I'll just because I'm making a huge pan of this of spaghetti for that day. All right, that's that. And then the other thing I wanted to show you guys was, so every year I purchase a planner, and I love this planner that I purchase. It's from Prosper Planner, and every year I purchase this. I love it because it has so much, just the detail of the planner and what I'm able to write and add my goals for the year. I can track my progress on the goals. Making notes of things that I need to do for the upcoming week. But here it is. And so they have changed the design because the past 2 years, they have like linen covers, and that was all they had. They really did. I think that was all they had as far as covers. I really prefer the linen covers. And let me show you this. So I really prefer the linen covers. This has the flowers on it, and that's okay. It's okay, but I really prefer the linen covers rather than them having flowers, because they had kind of like a blue one, but it really doesn't match with my office. I just wanted something that would blend in with my office. This will really stand out because it's the flowers, but it's okay. I like it. I still prefer the linen. And so you can see in here, it has every month of the year, and they're tabbed with the little gold lettering. And then there are stickers for as you're writing things that you want to remind yourself of to do, things that are important or things to check off your list. But one of the things that I really love about this is the monthly planning that you can do. And so she even has in here a space for like places that you want to go and see or do, like what's on your bucket list, for, maybe even for travel or new things that you want to learn. And I did have some things last year, and, I'll have some new things this year because I did learn some new things last year. And so, then there's a topic for you to just reflect. There's always time for weekly and monthly reflection, but you have the full monthly calendar display. And then there's time for you to write your goals. Actually, you write your goals up front. And I think see here in the front is where you do your goals. So before you even get into the monthly, you set out your goals. What are your goals going to be? Here's even what would you like, what would you like to see happen in your life this year? And then you can write your goals for each month. You can carry your goals over and then document your progress on it. There's a monthly to-do list, things that you need to do in the month, just a reminder. And then even as you go to each week, there's a financial tracker section, a habits tracker. If there's a habit that you have that you want to break, you can track yourself on that. Let's say it's, you want to increase your walking or you want to do exercise. You can track if you're doing that. Let's say you want to stop doing something. Same thing. And so there's a like a word for the week, like I am favored. And then there's also a weekly scripture, which I really like. There's a weekly scripture for you to look at. And then here's your daily notations, and then important tasks for you to do for the week. And then at the end of the week, prayer and praise. So I love this planner. And like I said, I have been purchasing these for 3 years. And the good thing about it, it is a Black-owned company. So I'm supporting our own as well. And so at the end of every month, it also has a time for reflection and praise. And you share the things that you're grateful for, an exciting moment that happened and who you shared it with, what scripture maybe you were focusing on that week, and then encouragement, or that month, and then encouragement for the next month, just things to keep you motivated, and then just some praise, things that you've seen God do. Then even what was a difficult challenge or tough moment for you during the month, and then to share a time that, God answered your prayer. And this is really neat because it allows you to go back and see at a month's glance, at a month's notice or glance, what God did for you, the prayers that he maybe answered, and so on and so forth. So I really love this. And then at the end of the month, there's always a reflection, what you're going to improve on for the next month, or what you need to be focused on for the next month. I love that. And then it closes out with the scripture. closes out the month with the scripture. So yes, I have been purchasing these for 3 years. I absolutely love this. And this is my monthly planner. So it's kind of like a journal and planner in one. But I set my goals at the beginning of the year, and I just work off of that. So the goals that I set last year, I did move and accomplish some of those goals that I had. Well, every goal that I set, I did. I did improve, and I did the things that I said I was going to do. Some do I want to carry over? Yeah, there's definitely some that I want to carry over and just get even better. So anyway, guys, that is the Costco haul. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's like a Wednesday, and I ran up to Costco lunchtime thinking that, oh, I'll go up there and there won't be anybody there, so I'll go at lunchtime. Yeah, everybody had the same idea. So anyway, guys, I made it back safely, and now I'm just going to put these things away and head back to the office. Talk to you guys later. Okay, guys, it is Thursday evening, and I am starting my cooking for the holiday. Now, y'all gonna have to excuse the way everything looks because, you know, I've taken out things. I have things that I just got back from the grocery store, and I've taken out some of my utensils in preparation. Like I have my butter sitting out over here. I have the spaghetti that I'm going to use for the community feeding. My pans that I'm going to put the spaghetti in. I took out one of my mixing bowls, so I don't know if I'm going to use it. That's just my fruit I'm letting ripen. I'll tell y'all about that later. But you can see my beautiful flowers. These are my holiday flowers I got from Costco, and they are just so pretty. Last week they had just the white with the silver, and I got, you know, this, I waited till this week, so this is what they had. But it's still pretty. It's got the different colors in it. And so right now, guys, what I'm doing is I'm going to be making spaghetti for the community feeding. And so instead of trying to do ground meat and cook the ground meat and all of that, I just decided, you know what? I'm doing these meatballs from Costco. They're the Italian style meatballs. I'm using these in that spaghetti. And the only thing I did was I just put a little olive oil in my pot and some of my Mediterranean seasoning. You know, I'll tell you guys about this. I usually do this on my potatoes, but I said, you know, it's still kind of the same thing. So I'm using that seasoning. I have, I need to add some garlic in here. I added, you know what? Everything else has a lot of garlic. I don't want to overdo it, but I just did that, some olive oil. I had some red pepper left that I was trying to do in my spinach salads for this week, and I didn't do a lot. I didn't eat a lot of spinach salad this week because, man, that onion, let me tell you, ooh, I'm allergic to red onions, but I just love them so. But honey, if I tell you that red onion had my stomach turning and like somebody was clawing on the inside of my stomach and all down my esophagus and everything, I was like, girl, you better stop playing. You better just stop playing. So anyways, I just have the meatballs in here, and I just want to brown them a little bit. That's all I'm doing. I'm just putting them in the skillet. I know I should have used a little more shallower skillet, but it's okay. I just want to brown these a little bit. That's what I'm doing right now. And then I'm going to put these to the side in the pan there while I'm going to cook the spaghetti noodles, cool those off and sit those to the side. But yeah, this was my idea. Instead of trying to worry about cooking ground meat and chopping up ground meat and all of that, I just decided to do the, oh, okay, it's not full. Do the, those meatballs. And then, guys, look what came in. My KitchenAid came in. I'm so excited, y'all. I got my KitchenAid. So like I said, I have my butter out. Just getting room temperature. I'll put the eggs out tomorrow because Saturday I'm going to do my baking. So I'll make my dough for the homemade rolls Saturday. I will make the pie Saturday and the cake Saturday. And also Saturday I will do the dough and just roll it out and then let it rise and then put it in the pans. But I will not bake them until Sunday. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I could roll it Sunday morning. Just let it rise, because Sunday after church, I'll come home and change to go do the community feeding. and I'm going to have that spaghetti cooking while I'm at church. I'll set the timer for that to come on and let that cook while I'm at church. So when I come home and change, it'll be warm. And the only thing I'm going to need to put on it, because I'm not going to cook it right now, I'm just making it up, and I'll let it sit a couple of days, and then I'll cook it. And then I'll put the cheese on when I get home from church on Sunday and just melt the cheese on it, because I don't want it to dry out. After having been cooked and sitting for a couple of days, you're going to need to moisten it up. And I don't want the juice to be sucked into the pasta, to not have a pasta. But I am so excited about my KitchenAid, because, I have a little handheld, and I'm telling you, that's all I've been using every time when I do my baking and whatnot, even for those pound cakes. And y'all know pound cakes are hard to deal with. So last year, when I was preparing for the community feeding, I don't know what I did, but I messed up my thumb. I did something to my thumb. I really hurt it. So I was like, okay, I'm not doing that this year. I am going to, why does it have these scratches on here on the paint? I don't like that. Anyways, they're just telling you all the things you can do. Look at it, y'all. I'm not going to take this all the way out of here. But it's the pretty blue color. That's what I bought. I bought the blue color. I love that. So tonight I'm going to make the spaghetti, and then I'm also going to make cookies. So because I'm doing like a double batch, I'm going to go ahead and use this tonight for the first time. That way, so I'll know what I'm doing when I start the pie and the cake. But yeah, I'm so excited, y'all, that my KitchenAid came in. Just take this out in a little bit and clean it up and get it ready to use. Take this off of this. Oh, woo, child. So I also went to the grocery store and I bought these peppers. They're gonna. Oh, I'm sitting up here cutting up stuff and forgot I wasn't through cutting up stuff. I just did the onions. I was supposed to put this in there too. Lord, that's okay. I'll just cut these up next and do them. What I thought I was doing. Anyway, here's the spaghetti sauce. I've just bought more. This time I got the roasted garlic and Parmesan. I do have some more Parmesan cheese over here. I'm going to put that in there as well. Then I have to go back to Costco and get the cheese that they had, because get this. Costco had the big bag of cheddar cheese for like $13. And I mean, it was $12 and some change. But it was two bags. I just left Walmart, and one of those bags was, $13 at Walmart. I didn't want to get the one at Costco because I thought, I'm not going to use all that cheese. But actually now I'm thinking, since I'm making 2 pans, I'm actually thinking that I will at least use 1.5 of them. So tomorrow I have to go back to Costco and get that cheese. So I can take this off. I'm going to take this off, and then I'll cook the veggies. This is ready, and I will just pour this in this pan. I just washed those out. So I'll have to go back to Costco and get the cheese tomorrow. Now I have to cut these up. This is for my greens, so not this one. That's for my greens, but I've got these 3 green peppers that I have to chop up. I don't know what I was thinking about. I forgot about those. It doesn't have to be in there. It can be in there separate. Because I just want to cook these vegetables first. And once I finish with the boiling the pasta, I'll put the meat out. I'll pull the meat out and put it in the pan. Then I'll do saute these peppers, put those in the pan, and then I'll boil the spaghetti. And that's all you have to do. Boil the spaghetti, pour that out, and then I'll do all the sauces. But I bought 3 big bottles of the spaghetti sauce from Costco. I bought these from Costco. So I'm hoping it's going to be enough. I just don't want I don't want it to be dry, And then I'll put the cheese on top. These are going to be for my greens. So I'll cut these peppers up, and those will go in my greens. So I just use other seasonings and flavors to try to flavor my greens, because I usually do not put meat in my greens. So I'll have those peppers, and then I'll use all of my seasonings that I have. The ones I mainly use are the one I had spelled. I use this garlic and jalapeno, definitely, and which I need to refill. And then I use this roasted garlic and herb. I use that in my greens, which I need to refill. And then my peppers. And I do have some, I think I do still have some, chicken broth. Oh, that's almost empty. And that's almost empty. Oh my gosh. Okay. Because I needed what little I have left of that to kind of juice up my dressing again, because I'm so glad I had some dressing left that was already cooked. So I do not have to make up a whole fresh batch of dressing. I just took that out of my food saver bag that I had in the freezer, and I put that in here so it can thaw out right here. That's enough dressing. And I'm just making greens, and I have my Beecher's mac and cheese that I'm going to do. I bought the brisket because they didn't have the turkey, so I'll be doing the brisket instead. The mac and cheese, greens, dressing, and what I say, mac and cheese, greens, and dressing, the brisket. So that's what I'll have. And then I'm just doing a sweet potato pie, and then this butter pecan pound cake is all I'm doing. And of course, you know, my tea that I love to have. All right, guys, so that's what I'm doing tonight, Thursday. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and finish doing the spaghetti so I can move on to my cookies. All right, guys, you guys have a wonderful evening. See you a little bit later. Okay, y'all. Okay, my kitchen is tore up, and I'm done for right now. But y'all, why didn't y'all tell me about this KitchenAid mixer? Oh my gosh, why didn't y'all tell me about this thing? Baby, let me tell y'all something. Look at my cookie dough, y'all. I mean, I was doing other things. The thing was creaming my butter and sugar, and then, I mean, it did it so well. I really didn't have to turn the bowl or anything. It was getting everything. Then I knocked everything down. And then put the pecans in there. I just chopped up the pecans, broke them up rather, put the pecans, and it mixed all of, y'all, do y'all know how these hands have been torn and battered and broken? Mixing up stuff by hand. Oh my, y'all. If I tell you this was one of the best investments I've made, I cannot believe this. I am so glad that I did this. I'm so glad that I have my KitchenAid mixer. So my cookie dough is ready. I'm going to transfer this into probably this bowl. But y'all, I can't believe this. I can't believe it. I don't know why y'all, see, some people so selfish. I can't believe y'all didn't tell me about this thing. But it's okay. I know now. No more bruising my wrist and my thumbs, and oh my gosh, I love this thing. I love it. Anyway, guys, listen, I have done the spaghetti, but once I looked at the pan, I used 3 of these spaghettis. I used 3 of these. No, I did 6 of these. So 3 and 3 for each pan, you know, split them in the pan. In fact, they wouldn't all fit. I could only do 3 at a time in my pot. So I did 3, and then I did another fit, but it filled up these pans. Look at these big pans. So I have 2 of these. And it filled up 2. And then when I say it filled. Plus I have those meatballs in there. But once I can turn this up on the edge so that once I put the sauce in, it'll be fine. Nothing will run over because I'll flip these up. These are really sturdy. I went ahead and got those from Walmart because I didn't want to get those cheap ones from the Dollar Tree because I knew that would spill over. I did that before. And so I have that, but I really don't believe this is enough spaghetti sauce for them. In fact, I think this thing was a set of 3 spaghetti sauces, a set of 3 from Costco. So I really believe I'm going to have to go back to Costco tomorrow and get 3 more of these, get another one of these. And I have these extras that I thought, oh, I can put these on the top. So I think I will keep these on the top. And so tomorrow I'll do the sauce. I'll take those back out of the refrigerator and then add the sauce to it. And then that can just sit till Sunday. And then these two I'll save, and just if I have to add a little bit of water to it, so that after I get home from church, after it's cooked, I get home from church, and if it's, needing a little bit more moisture, if it's looking a little dry, I can add this on and then put the cheese on top. So I'm saving those for that. I just bought some cream of mushroom, the roasted garlic. And the reason I bought this because this is how I do my gravy for my dressing. Make my giblet gravy. Of course, I don't have any giblets, but I'm just going to add some eggs to that, and that's the soup, make the soup, and that's my gravy for my dressing. But y'all, this thing right here, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, I'm going to get this kitchen back in order, even though I still have some more cooking to do, but I need to get this kitchen back in order, and then put everything away, wash everything up, and make sure that it's prepped and ready for tomorrow. Actually, what am I cooking tomorrow? The only thing I have to do tomorrow, I'll do the sauce, and I think I'll go ahead and do my greens tomorrow. That's all I have to do tomorrow. Because I was doing the cookies tonight. So I'm just going to do the greens tomorrow, and I'll do the sauce and put that back on. So I'm good. And everything else will be washed and put away, because then Saturday is when I will do the baking. I want to make the cake, and I want to make the pie and make the dough for my rolls. So I'm good for the next day or two. Y'all, talk to y'all in a little bit. Okay, guys, I have gotten the kitchen back in some kind of order. So I'll be able to come in tomorrow. And like I said, I want to do the greens tomorrow. I want to make up the spaghetti sauce tomorrow and go ahead and finish out that whole thing. And so I can put that back in the refrigerator. And I think that's the only two things that I need to do tomorrow. So back to Costco. I need to get cheese. And I need to get more spaghetti sauce because, like I said, I don't think those 3 bottles are going to be enough to spread over both of those big pans of pasta. So I was able to clean everything off. So when I get in tomorrow, but when I start tomorrow, I'll start from a clean slate. All right, guys. So that's it for me today as far as my Christmas preparation. Talk to you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye. Okay, guys, I have the cake in the oven in my Pampered Chef bundt pan. So the cake is in the oven. And right now I'm making the icing, which calls for a stick of butter, which is a half a cup of butter, cream cheese, and 3 cups of powdered sugar. And I've already started creaming the cream cheese and butter, and now I'm just mixing in the powdered sugar. And then also it calls for a teaspoon of vanilla. I wasn't going to make the icing because I typically do not put icing on my cakes, but I just decided, look, you're doing the recipe, go ahead and make the full recipe. So I just decided to make the icing. Plus, it's a cream cheese icing, and who doesn't love cream cheese icing? I just want to make sure that I get all of this off the sides. And then the recipe calls for you to go ahead and add in the nuts. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And these are the pecans I chopped up, which some of these, I may not use all of these pecans because I can use them for my next batch of cookies. The recipe you saw for the cake, I added pecans to the bottom of the pan. Now the icing calls for 2 cups, and this is not 2 cups of pecans, but it calls for 2 cups of chopped pecans. So the rest of these are just kind of like crumbles, and that's good. And I will just mix this in. And now that that's about done, guys, I can start to clean up this kitchen because that's all I need to do. I had my rolls. I wanted to make the cake today, my pie today, the dough for my rolls, and this cake and the icing. So the only thing I need to do is put the dressing in a pan, just mix it up again, add a little moisture to it, and that'll be ready to cook. Go ahead and bake either tonight or just reheat. It'll be ready to reheat on Sunday because it's already done. I'm glad that I had dressing left in the freezer, so that's already done. All right, and that's going to be it on that. The icing's done. I'm going to remove the icing and put it in a different dish so I can go ahead and wrap up the, clean up the mixer and start to clean up everything. So, all right, guys, I will be back in just a little. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Day. It is 1:13. I am so ready to eat, y'all. I'm so hungry. I have my dressing still in the oven. I'm giving it a few more minutes. And remember, my dressing was already done. I'm basically just heating it up. Here is my Beecher's mac and cheese. I've done my gravy for the dressing. Remember, I just used like some roasted, what was this? It was garlic roasted mushrooms, soup, chicken soup, And that's what I'm using for my gravy, and just put some cut up eggs in there. Here are my rolls. I've already just like put a ton of butter on them. So they have a ton of butter. They're soaked in butter. And the only thing I have in here is the brisket that I'm just heating up. And I have my greens in the microwave because remember I cooked the greens several days ago, and I just had those in the refrigerator and I just needed to heat them up. So I've just been relaxing over on the couch waiting for the food to heat up. And I got up this morning and I cleaned up this morning, and then just, got myself ready, came down and started heating up the food. I wasn't exactly hungry when I started heating up, but I thought you better go ahead and heat up the food because you'll get hungry, by the time the food is ready or heating up, I'll be hungry. And sure enough, I am. So guys, I am so ready to eat, get into this food. I'm going to use my nice glasses today. I actually have some wine, but I think I'll do that later on. Right now, I'm just going to have some tea. I'll do my tea. So that's what I'm going to have with my meal today. You can see I made my tea the other day. But yeah, I'm just waiting on the dressing, this timer to go off, and then I'll be getting ready to fix my plate, guys. I wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I hope that you're having a wonderful time with all of your family. And again, just wish you guys a Merry Christmas. Look forward to prayerfully seeing you guys more next year. And just praying for a wonderful new year for you guys. You all enjoy your time with your family. And just hold your family dear and close. And have a blessed day, guys. Bye.